Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Greenhouse Town, the town where we are going to rely on greenhouses for our food as soon as we can get them built. I'm looking forward to getting to that stage. As of right now, we have 670 food. We're out of tools and out of clothes, dire straits, but we've got a blacksmith here who is working on it, trying to get us some stone tools at least to jumpstart this playthrough. Uh, we have somebody getting our sand going so that we'll have a lot of sand saved up for our glass maker. Because the main things we need for our greenhouses are lumber, stone, and glass. So we may even need to put in a stone mine. I don't want to say soon because we need to get our population situation under control here, but eventually we'll do that. So if you take a look here at the housing breakdown, we don't have the advantage of the town hall yet. So we have to look here at these families. We've got a 15-year-old boy, an 11-year-old boy, we've got a 13-year-old girl, a 15-year-old boy, a 9-year-old girl, so she'll be 10 soon, and a 17-year-old. So it looks like we could probably start two more families. We want to think about strategically. We don't want them to be too far from the center of town. There's also another house here. We might have a child. Oh, they didn't finish building it yet because it's too fancy. All right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and build another. We'll just make another street here of these guys. Do we want this would be one space. Let's do two spaces there. And then let's give them on two space. I did not look to see what color that is. So that house might have two different color roofs. Oops. Alright. So are they gonna steal a bunch of our stone? Not a bunch, but some. Okay, let's go ahead and get some of this firewood that is laying about. Why are we struggling to get the stone? Just get the stone. Where are they taking it? We made two stone tools and people are using them already. We need to get more tools. How about this stone? Can we do that? Okay, here we go. So you can see there's firewood laying up here. We want to go ahead and do that because if we can pick up firewood, that will prevent us from needing to use the lumber mill for firewood for a bit longer. We can keep making lumber with it. Now I know 112 seems like a lot, but we're going to have to... There's 60 right here for these first three greenhouses. So this is driving me crazy. Why are they not getting any stone? There's iron ore up there. Iron ore, no stone. There's just none. Just it's going somewhere. I mean, this should only be 12 for this whole thing. You're telling me we haven't gotten more than 12 stone? I just marked a whole batch of it down here. Here's a little bit here. Let's try for that too. We just need to get like 10 stone tools, you know, just so that everybody has a tool in their hands. Then we can switch over to iron, and they'll last a lot longer. But we also need to make iron so we can get the tailor going so that people don't freeze to death. And your people can actually freeze to death in this game. That does happen. Usually for me, it's been a pathing issue. If I have somebody go far across the map and they get stuck somewhere, that's when they freeze. But it absolutely can happen. So somebody's bringing stone over. There you go. Crank out some stone tools. Made 5. Okay, only 3 people need tools now. Somebody's gonna come over and get these. Drop off some stone, pick up some tools. Alright, that's good. Now we have 30 stone in storage. We're up to 4 tools to the good. People should be getting those. 3, 2. I know, great, such drama, huh? Alright, so that, when they take that tool back, okay, now we're at 5 to the good. Once that number gets to 10 to the good, I'm going to switch over to make an iron so we can advance. I could put another person in here. That would help. Except that now they ran out of stone. So they got to go get more wood and stone. You can see the lumber situation went down because we just built 2 houses and they immediately go and get 50 firewood. It's like the first thing they do when they get a new house. It's the only bad thing about putting that straight behind this one. But you can see, oh, they took 60 firewood. So that's like 110 firewood just taken right away. So, but we want them to have the firewood in their houses, right? That's good, because now they're not having to go get it. Okay, we're at 19, so we're going to switch this over. We have quite a bit of iron ore here, so we should get our iron to get our tailor going. And once our tailor's going, we can open up the glass maker, and once we get some glass, we can hopefully have one, if not all. Okay, now we need stables for fertilizer and a water tower for water. Is that right? Because the water well does not provide water for whatever reason. So maybe we put the water tower over here with this. Well, we could put it at the end of the road. Does that make sense? I like it there. We'll put that there, and then we need stables. Right? Isn't that what they're called? So we're going to need a fodder and then stables. Maybe we put the stables here. We'll give them their own road. Okay, now we can open that up. Everything is moving along real dandy-like now. It would be nice if the rain would stop for a screenshot, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say. Oh, here we go. Boom. I really like these assets. I mean, look at that. It just looks like an old house. Okay, so we're sitting on... Come again? We're sitting on 490 food, which seems like a lot, but isn't really. It's a start. I'm looking for these little batches of cotton and flax because we need it for our clothing. So you can see this person here is making linen. And then once we're out of flax, okay, we have 12 linen. So now we can go to make hide coats out of 2 linen. So they'll come down here and grab some linen, and they'll bring it down and start making hide coats. And we'll just have to micromanage this, bouncing back and forth between cloth and linen, and making it, and then making the cloth, then using the cloth, making the linen, then using the linen. Okay, we got a glass maker going. We're out of iron ore. Alright. Come down here and get some more iron ore. Some nice stone over here. Maybe this is where we put the trading post. Or down here. And we can fill this in with kind of city food and housing, city stuff. Alright, put somebody in the glass maker. So we'll do sand and firewood. We don't have charcoal yet. Okay, we also need a school. Now that we have the vital aspects of the society going. Now we need to make sure that we can sustain intelligent workers. I'll put it there. Okay. $700 food. Okay, let's go ahead and switch these over to making iron tools. Got some hide goats going. Let's go ahead and gather that up. Snag this flax, cotton. Oh, it bothers me that I need a worker in the water tower, but it does make sense. Okay, we need a little bit of stone to finish that job. I'm sure there's a lot of stone in this area that I haven't even started on yet. Okay, now we go to cotton. The fabric of our lives. Are you able to... getting a start at least. Okay. So once that gets the stone that they need, there's a little bit of fodder thatch over here, but we're going to have to sort that out. We're probably going to need a fodder thatch. We're going to need a couple fodder thatch farms. So maybe that's what we do going this way. We'll build the city this down following along the river. I don't know what we do up this way. I haven't decided. Maybe after this forest node, we might need another forest node up there. But we should be able to get enough fodder thatch to get our initial stuff going. Alright, let's go ahead and fire up. They make anything but 24. Well, that's halfway. Very cool. Very cool. You already made all of the cloth? Interesting. So we want hide coats out of cloth. It doesn't really make sense, but do what we gotta do. There's a fair bit of oh, those are shadows. Gather the shadows. That's what I should title this episode. People will be like, gather the shadows. What does that even mean? Oh, just something crazy person who's played too much Banished says. Ha! Too much banished. No such thing. Okay, alright, this is good. Got somebody in here who's gonna make our fertilizer out of fodder. Fodder and water. Footer and water. Do we have... Oh boy, this is gonna tax our firewood situation. Something fierce. For a while. Not a huge fan of that. Alright. We're gonna be pushing it here. So what's our first crop? What do you think we should go with? We'll have to take a look at the options. Obviously, something that we're not already gathering. I mean, right now our population is 25 people, and we have 800 food and storage. That's actually pretty admirable. $13 tools, which, by the way, okay, what happened here? Okay, there's our 48. Are we bringing it down here? Where is it going is the question. Like, no one else should be using glass, so it should be going here. Someone is walking around the settlement with glass, and I don't understand it. Okay, well, then you need to make iron out of that iron ore, and you need to, let's check storage. We have 47 flax, so we need to make linen. Okay, we're over 1,000 food in reserve, 13 tools, 9 clothes. I would say this is moving along. Moving along. We're at 40. 40 of the 48 required glass. Come on. You just know it's like a watched pot never boils, you know. A watched greenhouse never gets built by the digital people. There we go, 46. So close. 48. Alright, builders. Boom. Look, that guy was on top of it. Let's go, red shirt dude. Green shirt dude. Let's go. Get her done. Now we're going to be waiting on fertilizer, I would imagine. Probably don't have any yet. Okay, so these are our things we're working with. Barley, beans, blueberries, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, corn, cucumbers, herbs, hops, kale, lettuce, mushrooms, oats, onions, peas, peanuts, peppers, potatoes, pumpkins, rice, rye, sorghum, spinach, squash, strawberry, tomato, turnip, watermelon, wheat, and then seedlings. I think we will go with maybe corn. Corn feels like a good starter crop. And if I remember right, these yield year-round. It's part of the appeal of having a greenhouse. Okay, so we got our school. That's good. That'll keep our youngins from coming up uneducated. Got our glass maker going. I'm going to go ahead and unlock these two. Even though this is the first one. I don't know if we'll get to use that screenshot, but oh, now it clears up after I took the screenshot. Perfect. There, we'll go with the clear one. Maybe that'll make it on the gram, you know? So we have 12 fodder thatch in here, and they have 12 there. Maybe there was some. Oh, okay, there's some down here. I guess we don't need to build the fodder thatch farm just yet. Here's what's tricky. This So like you look at this area, you think, okay, here's some kind of flowers and weeds and flowers and weeds, and you can use this tool. See, that's considered fodder. Okay, cool. And then you can come over here. Okay, there's some fodder there. You can come over here. There's some fodder there. The thing is, though, in these more wooded areas, oh, there is a good bit here. Okay, I stand corrected. There's a good bit. But once you clear it, let's see if we can find a cleared area. See how this is pretty clear? Nothing, right? There's nothing. It's not just the grass. It's the undergrowth. So when you put in a fodder thatch farm, it makes sure that it kind of stays like this, and it constantly produces it, much like the forester is better than clear cutting trees. The forester keeps replanting and keeps it coming in, which, this guy or gal, this forester last season brought in 27 logs. This year so far, it's midway through the year, they're at 8. Getting copper ore and iron ore and stone and not all that many logs, which is, I don't know why the programming does that. Personally, I don't know why that is, but oh well, oh well. All right, so part of the fun of this playthrough, and I'm about to wrap this one up, but part of the fun of this playthrough is that we're probably not going to have animals, right? Because then we would have the meat from the animals, and we're trying to avoid that with our greenhouse playthrough. So it'll be really interesting to see how we navigate some of those things as we move on. But I think we're off to a great start, and I appreciate you being here for the first 2 episodes. Why do we not have tools? Better switch that over. But my name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, and I hope that you will join me for this continued story of Banished Red Ketchup mod, where we build a heck of a lot of greenhouses. Bye-bye.